Oh, might need to open the thing. I was like, why is it black?
Looks like a nice camera.
Yeah. Hi, Rashana.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing great, thanks.
And we are at the Ancient Healing Fair. And I'd just like you to talk about what you do for our YouTube channel.
Okay. Well, I have a lot of different things I do with me at the fair. I've brought my sound essences, so I'm the creator of Rashana Sound Essences. I've been using sound since the year 2000, and when I heard about the work of Dr. Emoto showing that water actually holds our intention, I started toning into the water, so I was one of the very first people to create sound essences by using the sound of my voice. I also am a channel, so I have a couple of books with me. One is called The Spiritual Seeker's Guide to Happiness.
Can we see that?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is it, and it's a collection of 100, I call them essays. So for 100 days I sat to receive messages from the Council of Nine, and it was interesting. I was part way through and I thought, I wonder how many of these messages I'm going to need, and the number 100 popped into my head, which is, I thought, okay, that's an interesting number. And it was the year 2012, and of course there was that very important date, December 21st, that was the end of the Mayan calendar. And I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if 100 days took me to December 21st? So the next morning I got up and I counted how many I had so far, and if I were to do one a day from that day forward, sure enough, it landed on December 21st, 2012. So I knew that there was something important there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And so that was a beautiful journey for me. And the messages are all about love. It's all about we need to do our healing work now because we need to be loving ourselves, because we are powerful creators. And if we're not creating from a place of loving ourselves, we're not going to like the life that we're creating. So it's really important to be loving ourselves so that we know that we deserve to create all the dreams that we have. We'll only allow ourselves to do that when we believe we deserve it, which leads me to my other book, which is called You Get What You Believe. And this actually,
it's a beautiful cover. Did you design it?
No, it's my niece's partner.
Beautiful.
Designed both book covers, yeah. And so this one came from my own personal journey, because 2012 really was a paramount year for me, because my birthday is on January 6th, so at the same time as the new year. And I decided to dedicate the year to healing because I knew my life needed to change. I didn't like the way things were going, and it's interesting when we make an affirmation to the universe, things just flow to us. And someone just walked into my life, a former Reiki student who had learned Theta healing and was willing to help me heal. And so through that process, the whole year was about healing, finding my hidden beliefs, turning them around, and my life is totally different today. So
that's so awesome.
Yeah, and so that book really is about understanding that the life that we create is based on our beliefs. So a lot of the talk from The Secret and things like that are saying that we need to change our thoughts and think positive thoughts, but we have subconscious beliefs that are influencing our thoughts, and we have to get deep into that before we're really going to
pull those out.
Exactly.
Instead of just cover them up with.
Yes,
Yeah.
And then the most fluid part of my work right now is a healing method that I developed called the Freedom Release Technique, where I'm able to go into people's subconscious. It's like going into the Akashic Records and finding what the subconscious beliefs are, and then clearing them for people. So people feel huge shifts in their life because I'm able to go in and identify where the beliefs are originating. It's childhood, sometimes it's past life, and clear that in what I call restore, which is like rewriting what was. And then life shows up differently. When you're carrying different beliefs, life has to show up differently because it's being created from those beliefs.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
So are you an Akashic Records reader, would you say, or?
No, I've not formally trained in reading the Akashic Records. I think that's just how this evolved. I actually went into meditation to develop this technique and received this method in meditation. But if I were explained to what is happening, I believe that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going into the subconscious essentially.
So, what do you do for fun? What are some of the things you do just to have a laugh or?
That's a good question, because part of my journey has been to discover fun. Actually, my one-word mantra for this year is play.
Oh, nice.
So I'm learning that, and what I realize, is finding my way into financial prosperity also gives freedom.
Yes.
And to me, that's what is fun and play, is travel, being able to do what you want to do
Yes.
spontaneously and not having to think about it, or not allowing your mind to create limitations to what you want to do.
Yes.
So it's being with people I love, it's being outdoors in nature. I have a beautiful connection with nature that just fills my soul. So
Yes.
hiking, bicycling.
Nice. Those are all fun things.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to want to get a hold of you, how would we direct them?
Right. I have a website, Rashana.ca, Rashana.
What does your name mean, by the way?
Well, my name came to me actually the very first time I tried channeling, which was about 20 years ago. I received a message and I asked who the message was from, and I got the name Rashana.
Okay.
And as time went on, I realized that it was actually my higher self that I was connected with.
Nice.
And I felt like I was changing, and so I decided to formally change my name. So I just
That's
have the one
amazing.
name. Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
And I also have meditations on YouTube. Rashana88 is my YouTube channel.
Okay, cool.
And,
I'll put that in the link below.
Okay, and Facebook as well, Rashana on Facebook. Yeah, and if people go on Facebook, they can see my daily love notes that are just little bits of inspiration to remind you to always come back to love every day.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for agreeing to do this interview. I know it was kind of, short notice, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was an honor. It was great fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.